Nothing quite compares to the beauty of real wood floors. Here with a look at the latest trends in design is consultant Andy Edinson from Express Flooring. It's good to have you here, Andy.
Well, I'm back.
And wood is where it's at, and we are glad that you are here. Because if you're out there in the market searching for wood, what sorts of things should we look for?
All right, so let's talk quickly about the construction of these woods. These are called engineered woods. Why? They're built in layers. Why would they build them in layers, not solid pieces? The layers gives it stability. Solid pieces are volatile. If you took solid strand wood, install it in Arizona over our concrete floors, generally everything here is concrete, they're going to warp and distort and you're going to have big problems with them. So they built these woods specifically for these kind of climates. And that means they're built in layers and they're called engineered woods. There's nothing about them that's not wood. They're wood all the way through. An important thing to look for is some woods out there have a core inside of a fiberboard.
Okay.
You don't want to use those kinds of woods because that fiberboard gets wet and then it'll swell. We want wood all the way through, and that's what these are.
Okay, so what sort of things should we avoid other than that little
Well, the other thing is the wear surface. We want to know how durable that wood is.
Right.
These that you're looking at here have aluminum oxide UV baked into the surface. See the distressing on that?
Yeah.
When they distress these, they actually do it at the factory, and they beat them up and scrape them and everything else. If they didn't really finish them and fill them with aluminum oxide, they kind of would be open. You know, they would chip and splinter and all kinds. That aluminum oxide that they UV bake on the surface gives it a durability that you never refinish these woods.
So even with pets, even dogs that have nails that scratch on these woods, they're going to be safe to have in the house?
They are safe to have in the house. Now, you can have a 120-pound dog, could put a mark maybe in the wood, but that's also the beauty of wood, is the character. That's why they're distressed and scraped. Maybe you would get a little mark on it, but that's okay. It doesn't hurt the floor. It just gives it a little more character, you know?
Now, some people might like the look of wood flooring, but in what situations is wood flooring maybe my best option?
Actually, the increased value in your home that wood gives you is unsurpassed. There's nothing else that really does it like that.
I mean, it's just beautiful.
The warmth and the feel of it, they're gorgeous. Look
and
at
now,
these.
I mean, now I was just going to refer to that because now there are so many options and colors. There's grays, there's blacks, as opposed to, I mean, your traditional browns as well.
So why do we go to things like this? Well, you know, today the big trend is people are getting a lot of those wood tile looks and tile that has a gray to it, and they're doing white cabinets. You can now get to woods that have taupey colors and washed out looks and gray looks and everything.
They're so gorgeous.
Oh, aren't they beautiful?
Now,
they're just really...
Somebody watching is interested in the wood flooring to add to their house, one of these gorgeous pieces of wood. You actually have a special offer just for our viewers.
They do. If they say they saw me on the show, they will get an additional 10% off. That's above all our great sales.
So just mention Andy on Your Life Arizona for an extra 10% off.
That's correct.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Andy.
You're welcome.
Now, if you want more information on Express Flooring, visit their website, expressflooring.com, or call them at 1-800-EXPRESS.